When it comes to choosing a career, there is no limit of challenges as to thinking that you feel like you can't do what you actually want to do, or you have no idea what you want to do.
Hey guys, it's me, Dylan Rubin. How are you?
I wanted to make a video kind of illustrating what I went through and how I came to find what I wanted to end up doing. And that is being a content creator, brand strategist, and videographer. So let's take it back about 4 years. I was in college and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was in this entrepreneurship class and it kind of like started my gears spinning on business and things of that nature. But I knew that school was not going to teach me how to be an entrepreneur. And I knew that school was not going to ultimately fulfill the itch that I had within me, which was to be creative and to use my own independent thought.
It is the power to take possession of your own mind and direct it to whatever ends you may desire.
I made the bold move to drop out of school. At the time, I realized that learning how to put content on the internet is probably a good idea. With the growth of social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, I knew that if I could do that with some level of quality, I should be able to find work and maybe even find a career for myself. It's also a way of kind of scratching that creative itch that I always had, so I got going. In this video, I want to explain how you can use the principles that I use to find a career in something that you enjoy, in something that you actually like. So it doesn't feel like you're going to work every day, but it feels like you're getting up every day doing something that you love. All right, let's start from step 1. And this is if you really are starting from ground zero. Basically, in step 1, what you want to do, if you haven't already, is get a job. I know it seems kind of simple and basic and simplistic, but it's true. Get a, what I like to call, bullshit job. Maybe working at a supermarket, a restaurant, a grocery store, a retail store. Basically, what you're gonna realize when you're working these bullshit jobs is you're gonna realize that you hate it, and it's gonna help you craft a vision in your mind of what you'd rather be doing. And in doing that, hopefully it gives you some motivation to try some new things. It's also gonna allow you to save money, which is definitely important. I recommend saving about $100 to $200 per week if you live in the US. Step 2, focus on physical and mental well-being. This may sound a little woo-woo to you, but really I can't tell you how important this part is. Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's exercise, maybe it's running, maybe it's punching a punching bag every day, whatever it is. Find some type of routine that works for you and stick to it. Going through this process, it really can be hard, and oftentimes when we are at this level, we aren't too well off in our mental and physical well-being anyway, because it's just typically where people are at in life at this point. And I'm talking about getting your own career that you choose with your own abilities. This is a big ticket item that we're asking for. It's not asking for a tiny thing. So making sure that you have this base covered is extremely important, and I cannot stress enough how much you need to focus on this part. All right, step 3 is start doing activities in line with your interest. For me, it was making videos. I saw YouTube creators like Casey Neistat and Gary Vee, and that really inspired me to get going, to start making videos. So start doing these things. If it's videos that you like making, you don't need a fancy camera. You can start making videos with your phone. It's pretty simple. You just start shooting and start going. Stop making excuses and start doing things that you're passionate about. It sounds trite, but it is true. It can be easy to compare yourself to others who are already further down the line in what you are trying to do. A general rule of thumb here is give yourself at least 1 to 2 years before you can start harshly criticizing what you're doing. I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt who once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." Step 4, this is another way to start enhancing your skills. That's going out and asking businesses to work for free. You can do this by messaging them on Instagram. You can do this by literally knocking on their door and asking to speak to somebody. There's a variety of ways you can do this, but start asking businesses to work for free in line with your interests. It's basically an internship. There's only so much that you can read and learn and try to educate yourself without actually doing something. So getting out there and being in the field, being with people who are professionals and already doing something, even if you're not making money, can be hugely valuable to your overall growth. And the final step after you've made it this far is actually asking people to pay you. So maybe you're still working for the people that you initially asked to work for free, or maybe now you're bringing them so much value that it would actually make them no sense for them to not pay you. It could take you a couple of years to get to this point, but with patience and going through this process, you should be able to successfully do something that you love to do and get paid for it. And that's the whole goal of this thing. I am by no means finished on my journey. I'm not rich by any means either. I'm actually just starting. One of my passions is just sharing what I've learned and hopefully helping people who have kind of crossed over the same paths that I have and help them maybe navigate it a little earlier. And that's it for me. I'm Dylan Rubin, Seeking a Good Life. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can find out when I come out with new videos later.